many of those shocking and real images of these kidnappings on social media. We've also spotted many fake videos circulating online, in particular claiming to show children captured by Hamas.
What's up, family? This is your man, not your boy, bringing you another gold nugget that you can either pick up or you can just kick it aside. Lies. I want to do a video right here of just showing you how mainstream media can push lies all the way across the world to have people believe, and it can start wars. Check this video out and I'll be back.
Good evening, Marco. More than 100 Israeli civilians have been taken hostage by the Hamas terrorist group since their surprise attack took place in Israel on October 7th. Reports confirm that women, children, and seniors are amongst those 100 people captured. As we've seen many of those shocking and real images of these kidnappings on social media, we've also spotted many fake videos circulating online, in particular claiming to show children captured by Hamas, especially this appalling video that's been circulating and seen 2 million times on this post only on X, posted by the chairman of the far-right group in the UK, Britain First, where she claims Israeli children kidnapped and kept in cages by Hamas. This is barbaric, but what do you expect from savages? Let's take a look at the video where we see at least 5 children. We warn you, the images are graphic, where we see at least 5 children that seem to be exhibited in this animal cage that, according to these accounts, are Israeli children being held hostage by the Hamas terrorist group. Mark.
Disturbing videos, that is undeniable. What do you have on the origin of the videos?
Well, Mark, contrary to the claims, these videos do not show Israeli children captured by Hamas. We found the original video was in fact published on a TikTok account a few days before the Hamas attack. It was actually posted on this TikTok account on October 4th. These screenshots were taken by Israeli fact checkers at a fake report, who also point out that this account that posted this video was later deleted by TikTok. Others, different contexts have also been attributed to this same video, as some users claim that what we see in this video are Palestinian children held in Israeli detention centers. This is obviously fake. Others claim that this video actually shows images from Syria in 2015. Whatever the context is, the lack of information on this video certainly leaves it up to interpretation. Unfortunately, we do not have more information on this video, on the exact origin. We can only confirm that it was posted on October 4th, so 4 days before the attack on Israel on October 7th, and therefore this video has nothing to do with the current situation in Israel or Gaza.
Indeed. I tell you what, though, I think somebody needs to find out exactly what's going on there and save those children wherever they may be. But as you say, not to do with this conflict between Israel and Hamas. You have another video showing, allegedly, a Jewish baby girl kidnapped in Gaza. That's the quote. Tell us more.
That's the quote in this tweet posted by an Israeli-American lawyer, where he claims to show a Hamas terrorist with a kidnapped Jewish baby girl in Gaza. This post has already reached over 1 million views on X. Let's take a look at the video that goes with it, where we see this man speaking to this little girl dressed in a pink dress, where we see nothing alarming seems to be happening, where users claim that this is a Hamas terrorist with a kidnapped Israeli or a Jewish baby girl. This video once again has nothing to do with the situation in Israel. This video was actually originally posted on a TikTok on September 8th. Here we have an archive photo of the video that was posted by this account that was later deleted by TikTok again. So once again, a video that we don't know the origin or context, but that for a fact was not taken following the attacks on Israel on October 7th, but posted long before that on TikTok on September 8th. And even though these images do not show children actually captured by Hamas. I repeat, there are still 100 people still held hostage by this terrorist group, and a source close to the Israeli Defense Forces also report that perhaps babies and children are amongst the dead.
The thing is, I am so glad in the introduction that you mentioned the Iraq war. I applaud you, Piers, for saying that, because you were honest about it. You said that spreading lies like WMDs made people look at those people as less of humans, and they would accept the death of 1 million Iraqi, whether by sanctions or by invasion, right? You are a good man. This is amazing. And you know what is similar? Is when you spread the lies of 40 decapitated babies, although it was refuted. So what happens when people hear that, you know, killing babies is horrible. But when you say decapitated 40 babies, you are planting a certain image,
well, who has
with
said
a certain
that?
trigger in people's mind.
Who has said that? Who has said 40?
Who has said that?
Who
Who
has
has said
that?
40 decapitated?
Who has said
you
that?
You have repeated.
No, I haven't.
Go ahead.
No, I tell you, I myself, I choked up earlier reading this new revelation about 40 babies being killed.
Oh my God.
And some of them being beheaded. And I was like, how can any human being do that to a baby?
I don't know. I don't know.
What?
I've never said that.
You haven't said on your show 40 decapitated babies?
Never.
Ben Shapiro didn't say it?
No. In an indiscriminate manner. It must be genuinely terrifying for people.
People have an amazing ability to justify whatever it is that they're thinking or feeling at a given time. But if you can find a way to justify yourself out of the murder of babies in their cribs, I have a hard time figuring that it's anything other than Jew hatred.
Was that spat about? Why did you engage with him? What do you feel about that?
Well, what I feel about that is that he was tweeting that immediately, like as terrorists were still running around in southern Israel. That was on October 10th. And he was still tweeting while the bodies were fresh and warm in the streets. Peace is, you cannot make peace with people who murder your children and burn their bodies. You can't do that. I mean,
DeSantis didn't say
nobody has said.
Okay, Piers,
no,
nobody said it.
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it is partly that, though.
Let me just say why we're doing that. After we've seen what happened to our border, after we've seen what those barbaric terrorists from Hamas came in and they beheaded babies' heads. I mean, the fact that those small babies, you know, we saw in the Telegraph.
And I was like, how can any human being do that to a baby?
I don't know. I don't know. It's totally barbaric. It's not the sort of thing a human being does.
No.
It's an animal.
What do you think? It's a sad day when you see that these mainstream medias can go out and have you fooled, have you repeating rhetorics of what they want to push their own agendas, how they want to utilize you to be the soundboard, to be able to broadcast their lies that they put across these social medias. You know, Piers Morgan, the woman said that he interviewed that those people who have done such things or horrific things to children can't be human. You know, sometimes you need to let people speak for themselves, because when something happens to them or their kind, they will actually tell you out of their own hurt pains who is doing the detriments to them and describe who they are, ultimately telling you who they are. I mean, yes, you can't be human when you forcibly put people in slavery and you maim them. You cut off arms and legs and you burn them to the stake, or you hang them from nooses, that you cause segregations, that you go ahead and you will cause people to be confined to certain areas, where you go over into countries and you colonize and you cause a rift, a divide. You can't be human when you go around and start wars and supply weapons to one side, but then behind their backs supply weapons to another. You can't be human when you have people who have been screaming for freedom and liberties after 400 to 500 years of slavery, and you still continue to press them down, suppress them down, depress them down, oppress them down. You can't be human. But the most amazing thing is that out of their own mouths, when they say or deny that they haven't done such a thing, like Piers Morgan said, I never said that, they wholeheartedly believe that they are perfect. They're good. They could not do anything wrong. This is some of the people we live around. This is the countries we live in. Lies. That's right. You saw the videos, family, when they sit here and will perpetuate these stories against you and even against me. But a lot of them needs this propaganda in order to get you upset, moved with emotions, to push along an agenda. That's right. You know the lies from the alphabet crew who sits there and confuses the youth, who confuses other people that will follow along a program, believing they are something that they're not, all the while for the selfishness and the greed of people who wants to change the world for their own devilish goods. How is it that today that we continue to see those who are in power, who use this information to be able to go around and try to get people to take sides in order to go in and to be able to demolish a people, to eradicate a people? Anybody knows is this black people. We have to deal with this no matter where we go. We've had to deal with this, and whether it's in Asia, whether it's in Islam, whether it's with those Jewish people, whether it's with Americans, whether it's with the Europeans, we have always been subjected to inhumane treatment. So I'm saying that when we really look at who is really pushing all of this mess around the world, well, it's not black folks. We don't control the world. We're not the CEOs and the presidents of the majority of all of these countries out here. We're not the ones who have armies and militaries that go around and colonize and destroy people. We're not the ones who invent perverted instruments or things to go ahead and warp people's minds. We're not the ones who have the power to sign bills into place to be able to segregate or to be show prejudice against people through policies and regulations and procedures. We aren't the ones. We are just the puppets. We're the tools they use to keep pushing us along. And until we wake up and realize that where we stand in this whole scheme of things for them to use us, we will always be a slave. Don't follow the masses. For the broad road is the road to damnation. But the narrow road, where few will find, is the road to righteousness. Be on guard. Be vigilant, because your adversary, the evil one, seeking whom he may devour for his own selfish gain. This is your man, not your boy, bringing you another gold nugget that you can either pick up or you can just kick it aside.